Welcome to Truly Unlimited. Today we take a look at the latest budget Android phone, the LG Optimus L3. Now if you're interested in finding out more about the UK prices of the L3, then just check below this video. If you find any prices that are better than the ones I mention, then let the future readers know about it by telling them in the comment section below. Now the first thing you notice about the Optimus L3 is the design. Now most Android smartphones now come with the rounded edges, but this comes with the squared edges, kind of like the Galaxy S2. Now, some people might like that design, but I don't really like it. I think it looks great on the S2, but not so much on this phone. It does have a kind of cheapish feel, but it is built solidly, so I don't feel like it will break or anything. It's just made with a lot of plasticky materials. Now, you do get access to the back. You can take the battery out, and it uses normal size SIMs, and you get a micro SD card slot here. Other than that, you can see the design of the phone here. You can either like this look or not, but it does feel solidly built, so there's nothing to worry about there. Now, this screen is one of the weak points of this phone. It's a 3.2-inch screen, and it only has a resolution of 320 pixels by 240 pixels. That gives it a pixel per inch density of only 125, which is pretty low. Now, the reading small text and stuff while you're browsing isn't great, and it's quite fuzzy, but it's not the end of the world. You can see the screen here is clear enough to do normal tasks on, but it just could have been a bit sharper. So this runs Android 2.3. It's obviously not going to be the new Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich because this phone doesn't have enough RAM to support that. But Android 2.3 is great. I really like it. You can organize everything in files here, and you can customize everything and get things done really easily. So I really enjoy 2.3. Now you have this feature here where if you pinch in, it collapses the menu. If you pinch out, it makes it bigger again. So that's pretty cool. Another thing, if you hold the main button in the center, it brings up the task manager, so you can close tasks. That's easy enough to do, so you can preserve battery life and stuff. So what are some things I didn't like about the L3? Well, the screen was the biggest disappointment. If it had a few more pixels, it would have been a lot better. The power of the phone on paper is quite low. It has an 800 MHz processor and 384 megabytes of RAM. But actually, while I'm using it, as you can see right now, there's no problems with speed with normal usage. So there's no real issue speed-wise unless you're going to be doing heavy tasks. Now, some good things about the L3. The first thing is that it has a gigabyte of internal storage. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but a lot of these budget Android smartphones come with very low internal storage and rely on the memory card. But the problem with that is that a lot of apps only let you store the app in the internal storage, so you can have 32 gig of memory card, but it's useless if you're running out of space for apps. Now the 1 gigabyte in the L3 is actually pretty decent, and it's more than a lot of the other Android phones in the price range. Another great feature, or another great point about the L3 is its battery life. Now it has a 3G talk time of up to 10 hours, and all the other similar Android phones in the price range have a talk time of about 7 hours, so the battery life is pretty good too. That's pretty much it. I'll show you in the background now. You can see me browsing and everything. Pinch to zoom works fine, and you can see the text is blurry when it's small like that, whereas on some other phones you might be able to read it. But you have to zoom in, but it zooms in and out really fast. You can see I'm scrolling here really fast. I'm actually surprised at how fast you can scroll and zoom and everything. And I'll play this video, it works fine. So if you just want a really cheap Android smartphone that you want to browse with and do basic tasks, you get access to all the cool Android stuff like the Play Store, and you get the navigation and everything involved too. So if you're in the market for a cheap Android phone, this is definitely an option, but there are some alternatives that you also need to consider, like the Samsung Galaxy Y, the Samsung Galaxy Ace, and the Sony Xperia Mini. Three other phones that I think probably do a better job than this in some ways, but the main benefits of this are the battery life and the internal storage. So that's it, the LG Optimus L3. If you actually bought this phone, please let us know what you think about it in the comment section below.